Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Dan Doran.
Thank you. I hope you're enjoying your first course. Some of you may have noticed I've been drinking a lot of water the past couple days, and I had a sponsor for all that water. But I'm sad to tell you that contract negotiations have broken down, and we're still in negotiation process. So we all know these drivers, the ones that not only drive safe, but they also give back to their communities and they enhance the image of trucking. The professional truck drivers I'm referencing make us proud to be part of this great industry. As part of TCA's 2018 Driver of the Year contest, it's now time to recognize the best of the best on our roads today. To be considered for this prestigious contest, finalists complete a lengthy nomination form documenting their safety record and their work history. They were also asked to submit essays about their driving background, community involvement, and as well, the importance of staying healthy on the road. Also required were reference letters from their company's top executives and their safety directors. To be considered for the owner-operator contest, the finalists were also required to share a financial statement and a business plan. The top 6 finalists here with us tonight were scored by a panel of qualified judges, and I'm sure it was no easy task given the quality of this year's competitors. Please welcome our contest partner in the Driver of the Year competition, Randall Riley's Vice President of Audience Development, Stacy McCants, to help introduce our finalists.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On behalf of Randall Riley, it's an honor to be here this evening and to present this sought-after award to the safest, best truck driving citizens. For more than 15 years, we've partnered with TCA for these 2 prestigious contests. We're very pleased to have honored finalists in Overdrive magazine and Truckers News. The contest would not be made possible without the support of our sponsors, Love's Travel Stops and Cummins Inc. Thanks to their generosity, we're able to award not only the grand prize winners, but each of our finalists here tonight. The support of Cummins and Love's Travel Stops demonstrates an unwavering commitment to our drivers and our industry. Please help me welcome John Archard, Vice President of Sales at Love's Travel Stops, who will announce our 3 top company drivers.
Thank you, Stacy. It's great to be back on stage again this year to showcase these 3 outstanding drivers. Love's is honored to continue to sponsor this very special competition. It's important to us to recognize these individuals who are truly making a difference in our industry. Each of these most professional drivers that you're about to meet holds themselves to exceedingly high standards in their trucks, their families, and within their communities. They are unsung heroes who truly represent the best of the best. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank this year's judges who dedicated their personal time during the holiday season to evaluate and critique each nominee. Tina Angelone from One Beacon Insurance, Scott Creighton from Northbridge Insurance, Tim Hurt from Travelers Insurance, and John Lannon from the Truck Safety Coalition. Now, let's meet these 3 exemplary drivers vying for the title of 2018 Company Driver of the Year.
Don has been a professional truck driver for 40 years and has amassed more than 5.5 million consecutive accident-free miles. He has driven for Wilson Logistics since 1999 and was named Wilson's 2004 Driver of the Year. A NATME certified driver trainer, Don has mentored over 40 entry-level drivers throughout his career. This is Don's second consecutive year as a Company Driver of the Year finalist.
Hi, my name's Donald Lewis. I drive for Wilson Logistics. I've been driving for approximately 49 years. I was 18 years old and everything, and I had a neighbor that had a big old Peterbilt, and he really, that really sealed it. First time I crawled up in there with him, take it down to get it serviced and everything, I just fell in love. So I love meeting people. I love seeing the countryside. A lot of it's after dark, of the nighttime and everything, but still yet, I gotta be on the go doing something and everything, and this just kind of suited my style and everything. For somebody thinking about getting in trucking, I'd tell them think about it very seriously, because it's a lifestyle, and it's not something everybody can do. You miss a lot of things. You miss birthdays, you miss anniversaries, you miss, and then if they still say, yeah, I'm prepared to do that and everything, then I'd pass on what was basically told me, if you want to succeed in this and everything, you have to love it, and you have to be ready to go, whenever you're asked to. It's worth every minute of it, I think.
David has seen the trucking industry as a driver in the military, as an owner-operator for 22 years, and as a company driver for a similar amount of time. A driver for Well Companies Incorporated, David has logged more than 6.5 million accident-free miles. In that time, the Vietnam War veteran has received numerous safety awards and was a Company Driver of the Year finalist in 2015 and 2016.
Hi, my name is David McGowan. I've been driving for 45 years. I drive for WL Transport out of De Pere, Wisconsin. It's something that I always wanted to do. I mean, it started out like a movie. My cousin used to come to the house and park his big rig out in front, and I'd be standing in the bay window looking out there thinking, this is all I ever want to do. And as it went on, I felt like that trucking was in me more than I've been in trucking. It's always been my way of life. I started out, if it had wheels, I had to drive it. But sometimes, as time goes on, when you're chasing that dream, sometimes life passes you by. Last year, I had cancer, so I got that taken care of, but it still kept going. But then I had to downshift a little bit to a part-time driver. If my great-granddaughter would come to me and ask if she would drive a truck, or wanted to drive truck, I wouldn't discourage her. I wouldn't push it, it'd be her choice. The best thing about driving truck, I guess, is the people you get to meet. There's a lot of friends, a lot of stories, a lot of good times, because I always like a handshake, a smile, trying to make the other person comfortable around you and welcome, so that they can continue in the industry, and do what I've done and enjoy it.
Ester has been a professional truck driver for more than 30 years, the last nearly 20 of them with Bison Transport. In that time, she's accrued more than 3.75 million accident-free miles. Ester was the first female driver to hit 1 million accident-free miles at the company. Aside from her passion for driving, she participated in TCA's inaugural Weight Loss Showdown in 2012. Ester encourages her fellow drivers to also take control of their health and wellness while on the road.
Hi, my name is Ester Nemeth. I'm a driver at Bison Transport. I've been with them for 19 years, and I've been driving for 26. I love the open road. It's just the driving aspect, because I always drove a lot of nights, so I always said it was just me, the moon, and the deer. It was just restful, like relaxing. I just love the open road. When I first started, I drove team, so I didn't really notice a lot. I got ignored a lot. They would always talk to my partner, not me. But now the guys just treat me like a driver. I'm just anybody else, which is good. I appreciate that. I had one guy, I was cleaning my windows at a fueling, and the guy says, "Oh, you are my senior and a woman. I will do your windows." I said, "No, that's okay. I got it." I grew up in a small town, and when I see these trucks go by, we have maybe once a week or something. They amaze me, the size of them, and you always did that horn thing, and they would do it back. So it was the size of the truck and the love of driving. I would tell a youth who wanted to get into the trucking industry, it is an amazing industry. It is like its own little family, its own little community. Everybody knows what to expect. It is a wonderful way of life. I wouldn't have chosen anything else. It's hard at some times, but the enjoyment you get out of it outweighs the absence from home and everything else. Oh, I will be a driver for as long as I can, as long as Bison will keep me.
Now, help me welcome your 2018 Company Driver of the Year finalists and their company's executives. Donna Lewis, escorted by Daryl Wilson, CEO at Wilson Logistics. David McGowan, escorted by Chris Thielens, President at Well Companies Incorporated. And Esther Nemeth, escorted by Rob Penner, President and CEO at Bison Transport. And now is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to name our grand prize winner. So without further ado, the 2018 Company Driver of the Year is Ester Nemeth of Bison Transport.
Wow, I'm just amazed and nervous. So thank you. This is such an incredible and humbling honor to be here this evening. With all the exceptional drivers in this industry, to be recognized is unbelievable. And what is more amazing is to be the first women nominee since 2005. I would like to thank the TCA for bringing us all here tonight for such an unforgettable evening, and it's from the support from such outstanding organizations like this that keeps the trucking industry moving forward. I would also like to thank the amazing sponsors, Love's Travel Shop and Cummings, for making this all possible. And I also need to thank everyone in my Bison family, and it truly is a family. So to my fleet managers, dispatchers, and support staff, thank you. I would not be here tonight if it wasn't for the encouragement and the support I received from them. I also want to congratulate the other drivers for being recognized tonight. You all represent the best in the business, and you are deserving of the recognition you are receiving. I do hope to see you down the road someday. My commitment to safety and the love of my driving brought me here tonight. I've been driving for more than half my life, with 19 of those years at Bison. 2 years ago, Mr. Garth and the driver development guys suggested that I do in-cab training. I never realized what a rewarding experience it could be. I have learned as much from my trainees as I hope they have learned from me. So thank you for all the, sorry, I'm nervous. Thank you to all those who have encouraged and supported me through the years. I wouldn't be here tonight without you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther, and you are an incredible representative of our industry. And thank you, Donald and David, for your strong work ethic and dedication. What a special night, for sure. And now it's time to meet the 2018 Owner-Operator of the Year finalists. Please welcome Amy Berger of Cummins. Amy.
Thank you, Stacy. All of us at Cummins are proud to have sponsored the Owner-Operator of the Year contest since its inception 30 years ago. And these three finalists are exactly the kind of drivers that keep us returning year after year. Once again, thank you to the 4 judges who dedicated your personal time to evaluate each driver. These owner-operators are exemplary drivers, yes, but they're also benefactors to their communities, stewards of the environment, and businessmen who have achieved remarkable success in this difficult industry. Not only did these drivers complete the same application as the company drivers, but they also had to prove their entrepreneurial prowess by submitting business plans and financial records. Let's get to know these 3 finalists vying for the title of the 2018 Owner-Operator of the Year.
Danny Jewell has been behind the wheel of a truck since 1968, and all with Warren Transport. Quite the feat to achieve 50 years as a professional truck driver. Danny has accumulated more than 6 million accident-free miles. In addition of being a finalist in TCA's Owner-Operator of the Year, Danny was recently named the Master Driver of the Year from the Iowa Motor Truck Association.
My name is Danny Jewell. I've been driving with Warren Transport almost 51 years. I accumulated over 48 years of safe driving. We figure between 6 to 7 million safe miles. I'm very proud of my profession. And I just love what I do. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a truck driver from my little boy, and couldn't wait long enough to get started in it. And when an opportunity come along with Warren Transport, I worked for 2 or 3 different owner-operators. Then I became an owner-operator myself in November 1st, 1972, and just everything's been history since then. Last few years, I've been trying to figure out how we can get younger people interested in truck driving and become professionals like all of us guys qualified here today. And it's a great job. There's so many opportunities out there. You know, you can be home weekends, you can run 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you want to do. It's just, you know, it's a great opportunity. I love driving a truck because I feel I'm a true professional, and I love making customers happy, people happy. I've always seen a sign up in Minneapolis. It said, "Love God, love people," and that is me. Because without God, I would have nothing.
In Kevin Kocmich's 29 years as a professional truck driver, he's accrued more than 3 million accident and violation-free miles. This is quite an accomplishment, considering he hauls oversized freight to the East Coast. Kevin is no stranger to the TCA Driver of the Year contests. He's achieved finalist status for 3 consecutive years.
My name's Kevin Kocmich. I drive for Diamond Transportation System out of Racine, Wisconsin. And right at 31 years over the road truck driver. Everybody needs You explain to them where their food comes from or how the roads get built, buildings get built, supplies, factories, to keep everybody what their needs are, you know, in motion. Look at the bright side, you know, there's always somebody waiting for what you have. It's a very important industry that we can't be without of, and to pass your experiences on to keep this industry moving forward, whether it's truck driver or dispatcher or safety or anybody that's involved with it. It's a team effort no matter what position it is, and it's all encouraged. I'd never tell anybody not to proceed into it. Best thing about me being a driver is the experiences of what I've seen throughout the years that most people will never experience. We see a lot instead of one particular thing.
Robert, a team driver with his wife Tracy, got his start with Erb International in 1984 before becoming an owner-operator with the company in 1989. He and Tracy began team driving in 1994 and never looked back. Robert has traveled more than 3 million miles safely. The couple hauls refrigerated freight throughout Canada and the United States.
Hi, my name is Robert Roth. I've been driving for 35 years, most of that with Erb International. Driving a truck is just becomes a part of you, something that you want to do, something that you enjoy doing. It just feels natural. I imagine airplane pilots would have the same, they like to get out and fly. Driving is the same thing. Imagine if you weren't driving a truck, you'd probably be driving a car or doing something like that. Most drivers that drive a truck probably enjoy just going for a drive, either on a motorcycle, car, snowmobile. If somebody thinks that we get a bad rap, it's only because of a few bad apples. So you have to explain to them what they did wrong, and that not everybody does that. If everybody's doing their job correctly, you won't even know they exist on the road. It's just the few that get into people's way that makes a bad name for them. So you just have to explain that to them. When the young people come to me, I say, it's a good job. You have to like driving, but you're gonna have to start at the bottom like everyone else. You can't start at the top, work your way up, and then find which part of the industry you want to work in. If it's a local delivery or over the road. You know, driving truck is a unique thing. It gets into you, you just don't know how to explain it to other people that don't understand it. Everybody looks forward to retiring. A truck driver that really drives truck does not want to retire.
So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2018 Owner-Operator of the Year finalists and their company executives. Danny Jewell, escorted by James Schomer, President of Warren Transport Incorporated. Kevin Kocmich, escorted by John Coca, President of Diamond Transportation System. And Robert Roth, escorted by Wendell Erb, President of Erb International. It's time. The 2018 Owner-Operator of the Year is Danny Jewell of Warren Transport.
Wow, I'm amazed. First of all, if I get through this, I'm going to thank my wife, Sharon. We've been married almost 56 years, the love of my life. And God has been our mentor through all of our life with our kids and everything. We've got 5 children, 20 grandchildren, almost 5 great now. And I like to try TCA. This is my first time here, and I've been really amazed at what they do is really great for the trucking industry. As I try to emulate myself in the trucking industry as professional as I am. And I like Truck Gloves and Cummins, Act One, and everybody that's involved in this is so great in what we do to make the trucking industry better for everybody to try to get involved in it and everything. I really thank everybody for all the hospitality I've had this week, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. You're an inspiring professional driver and businessman. Congratulations to Kevin and Robert as well for your service to the industry. On behalf of my colleagues at Cummins and everyone at Love's Travel Stops, thank you for allowing us to be a part of this exciting event. It's so important to show our gratitude to these outstanding drivers.
Congratulations to all the finalists. They truly are all winners. This is a good time to acknowledge some other special guests who have joined us tonight. Can I please ask all the past chairmen to stand? Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Please enjoy your table conversation in the entree.